Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Myself Ashish, and today I'll be covering a puzzle genre called Haisu puzzle. Now this puzzle was constructed by Jeffrey Barden and it was posted on his blog a few months ago. Right? It was one of the viewers' requests that we are covering a video on this one. One of our viewers from the channel has requested a video on this puzzle, and it is really, we are glad that we got a request from the viewers and we are making a video on it, right? So Jeffrey Barton has a very good blog which has some excellent puzzles posted on his blog. So I will add the link in the description below for his blog page, as well as the link of the online interface of the puzzle that we are solving today. So you can check out the blog page, and there are some beautifully designed puzzles. I would highly recommend you to check out the blog page. And now before going to the puzzle, we would request that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It will really motivate us to cover more videos in the coming future. And if at all you have any request for a puzzle or a Sudoku variant, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. Now coming on to the puzzle, according to the rules, we have to draw a path that starts from S and ends at G, right? And the path will have to visit all of the cells in the grid. So there cannot be any cell which is not visited by the path, and a number n in the region means that the path passes that cell on the nth entry into the region. So what do I mean by that? So from the S, for the first time when the path enters this region, it will have to pass through the 1 because it is the first time that it is entering the region. Same way for this 2, when the path enters this region for the first time, it won't go through the 2 because it is the first time that it is entering, and the second time when it enters to the region, it will have to pass to the 2. Same way for all the other numbers, it indicates that the number n indicates that the path passes through through that particular cell nth time into the entry into that region, right? So with that, we'll start solving this puzzle. So as we know that all of these cells will be used by the grid except the G here. We can make sure, because we know that the Z will have only one end of the loop segment and it will go somewhere like this. So all the other corner cells can be fulfilled like in a loop puzzle. In a loop puzzle, we usually do that, right? When all of these cells are used by the grid, we usually do this way. So we can do that here, but we are not sure for the G because Z can go this way as well, or this way anyway, right? And okay, this would have to be okay. Is that possible? Okay, so this is possible. Okay, now going on to the puzzle, do we get anything else? Okay, so we can see the big region here which has a 6 number in it, which means that the entry will be the 6th time, right? There at least there has to be 6 times entry into the region, right? So let us see how we can do that. Okay, the pattern to the region is a really good thing that that deduces that there can only be maximum of 6 entries into this region. I can see that right now, because this cell and this cell, okay, these two cells will have to use use one other cell in the region to complete a path, right? So for example, if I have a cross here and a cross here, then this cell won't have a path connecting anywhere else, right? Same way if I have a cross here, this cell will get stranded and a loop won't pass through it. So that means that this cell will use one of the other more cells, the adjacent cells, to complete one entry of the region, right? At least one entry, which means that you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this and this cell will take 2 cells, which means that we have 7 cells and we have 6 entries now. Now if you see, this cell again will have to use one of the adjacent cells in the same region. What happens if it doesn't use that? You form a small closed loop here, right? Which is again not possible. which means that this cell will also use one of the adjacent cells somewhere, either this cell or this cell for one of the entries, which means that there can be a maximum of 6 entries, and the 6th entry is this one, right? Let's see if that is helpful. So which means that you cannot have let me see that. If you have 1 2 3 4, no, so which means that you cannot have any of the path that uses 3 cell continuous in this region. You can have only a maximum of 2, right? So this will take 2, this will take 2, and this will take 2, and all the others will take 1, right? So which means that you cannot have a cross here. The moment you have a cross here, this will have this path will have 3 cells used in this region, which is not possible, which means that we can mark this here this way. It's a really great logic here, a very difficult one, I would say. We have to see the patterns of a region and the numbers that are indicated in the region to help to solve us this puzzle, right? These kind of puzzles. And do you get anything else? I see something very narrow logic here. The center region, if I would say, the S and the ring here, I can directly say that this region will also have only maximum of 5 entries. You cannot have more than 5 entries, because wherever this S go, maybe this way, this way, this way, or any way, the other 3 sides of the S. So for example, if it goes down, the other 3 sides, this cell, and this cell will take one other adjacent cells to complete a path, right? So this cell will either go this way or this way, anyway, but it will take one of the adjacent cells. So if it doesn't take adjacent cell, this cell gets stranded. So which means that this will take 2, this will take 2, this will take 2, which means 6, right? And remaining 2 cells will have to take 1 to become to fulfill the 5 entries. Excellent. What an excellent logic. Which means that wherever the S goes, it has to go straight towards the outside of the region. It cannot go like this. It cannot use one of the other adjacent cells in that region, because the other 3 sides of the S will take one adjacent cell, which uses 6 cells in total for 3 entries, and other 2 cells in that region. Total 8 cells are possible, right? So other 2 cells in that region will use only one cell in that region for an entry. Superb. Entry and exit. So the S will have to go directly outside the region in a straight line, and it has to go only this way, because this is the first cell in that region, right? So if it goes the 6th, at the start it cannot go to the 6th, it cannot pass the 6th number, because it would have to be a 6th entry. Same way, at the start it cannot go the second cell in that region. At the start it cannot go the first cell, so it has to go the first cell. Superb. Excellent logic, guys. Excellent logic. And that's an excellent logic, I would say. No, so this is the first entry. Okay, I can see something of an intuition kind here. So if we connect both of these cells, what happens here is the loop that the path that has to again come this way to use the 6th entry, but the 6th entry will have to be here, right? This will have to be the 6th entry. It cannot be the 2nd, 3rd or 4th or anyway, because when the path goes this way and come here again, it cannot again go back and again come, because you have only 3 cells of freedom here, degrees of freedom you have only for 3 cells. So if it comes, goes and again come, it won't be able to fulfill the 6th entry here. It's kind of an intuition logic, but let us see if we can do that logically. And let us see what happens if we do that here. This would be this way. Okay. So not at all possible. The moment you mark this, the 3rd entry would have to be the last entry, and it will have to go with the G, which means that if it is connecting towards the G, this would have to be the 6th entry, the last entry, which is not possible. so it cannot connect towards this, both cannot connect, and this has to come down. This will, if it goes up, we are not sure what will happen here. Can 4 entries be possible in this region? Let us see that. A maximum of 4 entries, if it is possible. I don't think so 4 entries are possible, right? Because that this 3 will use 2 of these. Oh, superb. So this 3, there are exactly 6 cells, right? And this 3 will use 2 other cells to complete an entry, right? Let us assume 2 other cells, and that 2 other cells will connect to the G. It has to connect, the 3 will have to connect to the G, which means that 3 is the last entry here. So this will either go this way or this way. Superb. And which means that this is a region that will be common for both the ways the 3 will go, right? So this 3 will be the last entry in the region, and that will have to connect to the G, because there are exactly 6 cells, and this 3 will use at least 2 cells. I would say 3 cells, not 2 cells, because even if it use 2 cells, then you won't have enough. The other G will use 1 more cell, and you won't have enough entry points in that region. So a maximum of 3 entry points are possible in this region, and which means that it will either go this way or this way, and in both the ways you will have this common cell like this, right? So this point will either connect to the G, or this point will connect to the G, and which means that now this cell cannot connect to the G, because then it will be the this 2 cells will be the last entry, the 6th entry in that 6th exit in that point, in that region. But the 6th is here already, it has to pass via this number, which is not possible, right? Which means that it has to connect this way, this will go down, and okay, so the 3rd entry is done for this. Can this be, then can this go up? So this would be the 1st entry, and so it is not possible. The moment it goes up, you won't be able to fulfill the exactly 6 entries here. So these you have exactly 1 entry, 2 entry, 3 entry, and these 3 cells won't have exactly 3 other entries. Not at all possible, which means that this will have to go down. Okay, and in other words, if we say okay, that is not possible, so this has to go down. So we have the 1st entry here, and then 1st entry in this point, in this region, the 2nd entry here, and this would be the 1st entry in this region. Right now this cell is the 1st entry in that region, so it cannot connect towards the 2. It will go this way, go this way, it will go this way, right? And again, excellent logic here, a very difficult one to see here. These both, if it connects, you have used already 3 entries in this region, 4th will be these 2, and 5th will be these 2, so you won't have these 6 entries here, which means that both of these won't connect, and now they will have to connect, because maximum of 2 cells can be used in this region, as we have already deduced that earlier, which means these 2 will connect now. And so this is the 1st entry, 2nd entry, 3rd entry, 4th entry, and this is the 5th entry, so it cannot connect towards the 6th, and the 6th entry would be this, and this has to go this way. And now if these both connects, this become the 1st entry, but it is not passing the 1, which means these both cannot connect. This will go this way, and now this cannot go out, because this is the again 1st entry, and both of these 1st entry will have to meet. So if it goes down, this becomes the 1st entry, and it doesn't connect the 1, so this will go down again, and both of these will be connected. A very trickier puzzle, such a small grade, so many clues given here, but still a excellent trickier puzzle, I would say. One of the best puzzles, I would say. A very small grade. I am really enjoying this puzzle. Now this is the 3rd entry. Let us see. This is the 1st entry, 2nd entry, and 3rd entry. Superb. And now so a maximum of 3 cells can be used in this cell, because if at all we use even 3 cells, 1 2 3, these both will be 4. no, these both will be 4 and this can be 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So we can even use 2 cells in this region, which means that if we connect down and connect down, it has to connect, and this becomes the first entry now, but it is passing via the second cell, which is not possible. So which means these both will have to connect, these both will have to connect, and now this is the first entry in that region, right? From the path from S to G, this is the first entry, which means that it cannot connect towards the 2, it has to go down. And now for this region, this is the first entry, so it has to connect to the 1, and this will come down. So the 5 will be connected this way, this both cannot connect, this will come down, this will come down, this will come down, and these will also come down, and that with that we complete this excellent puzzle, Haisu puzzle. What a trickier puzzle this was. Excellent puzzle. All of the narrow deductions, I would say. Excellent narrow deduction. The first thing was seeing that the number of cells, number of entry points, the maximum entry would be 6 only. And the second thing was this main thing. The 3 users, the 3 is the last entry here. There cannot be more than 3 entries here. And the main logic was this S, the ring region, which can have maximum of only 5 entry points, which means that the S will have to go straight line. Excellent logic, guys. What an excellent puzzle. I really thank Jeffrey Barden for an excellent puzzle, and I really thank the viewer who requested for this puzzle. I really enjoyed making a video on this puzzle. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.